Hi guys, so you've seen all bits and pieces and snippets of this big 4-meter red oak table. I'm happy to say we are done with it and we have taken it to Koenraad's house and it's now in its place. So that's just a quick summary of how we started, and then up until the end we'll show you a picture of what she ended up like. So guys, you've seen us make the tenon joints that side. So what we want to do with this piece to the top of the table legs is we want to make, I think they call it a cross lap joint. And what a cross lap joint is going to look like in this case is going to be something like that, where we're going to remove that out of this piece on both sides, and then basically gonna leave, then just cut the center out of this one, or the two sides, shall I say, out of this one. So here we're gonna leave that, we're gonna cut this out, and those will then fit into that. So I'll show you on the miter saw we're going to cut this, because this is also a 10-degree angle from there to here. So we cut that with a miter saw, this side and that side, and break it out. This is the easy one to do. But then to cut this one out, I decided to use my track saw to do it. And I'll show you quickly how we do that. Guys, just to show you quickly how we've decided to do the cross lap joints to do this cut out, decided to use the Festool track saw, and after gluing the two legs together to give me more space for this to lie on, you put it on the mark. We've set the track saw blade to the depth of the cut that we wanted, and then we just basically put it down, make the cut, slide a little bit, make the cut, slide a little bit, make the cut, until we get to the other end of the joint. So we've done that once on this one, and basically what we do now is take a chisel and we just chisel out the rest, and it ends up looking like that. So we've got another 3 to finish, and then we'll show you again what they look like. Now to chop these out, I used the chisel and my big mallet. I unfortunately broke my smaller mallet that my very good friend Henny made for me, and I definitely gonna fix that, I promise Henny. But that it was my fault. So what I do here is I start short of the line and chop them out, and because you're chopping against the end grain of the red oak, it's very, very, very hard, and it's quite difficult to chop it out. But I just start short, and I've sharpened my chisel to a more, shall I say, less aggressive edge, so that I can use some force and really whack it with a hammer. So let me whack it and show you. So we've done whatever we could do to finish with the legs, and we started planing the boards to start gluing up the tops. The top is gonna be 3.5 meters, but it's gonna have 250 more breadboard ends that we're gonna insert on there. So let's start planing some planks. That is now a plain joint with the end plane. I don't know if you can see the joint. That's before clamps, before biscuits, before anything. So there won't be much stress in this wood once we clamp it. So guys, that's the first 3 boards out of 5 that's going to be glued together. We decided to do them 3 and then another 2. The other 2 is up there, already jointed, biscuited, everything. We're just waiting for this one to get dry. Once I'm going to leave it for at least 48 hours to dry properly, and we'll take it out, glue up the other 2, and then we'll do a final glue up of the 5 boards together. The legs we've now glued together. This is all done. So guys, we're at the breadboard ends now at the moment. So at the ends here we clamped some scrap blocks on just to stop the tear out, and then we clamped the straight edge on to stop at the straight line at the distance we want to. In this case we're going to go for 30 millimeters from the end in. That's how deep our breadboard tongues is going to be. Let's cut it. Use a 10mm brad point, the sharp point to show the center of the hole. What we're doing now is we're elongating the holes just to the sides to create some space for movement as the wood expands and contracts over seasons. So guys, that's the breadboard ends. We flipped it over and put the base on top of it, just so that we can measure what skirts we can put on. So there you can see the breadboard end. There's still 2 braces that's going to come from there 45 degrees to this, and also from that side 45 degrees to this. They are lying here, they've been done. We just didn't need to put them on here. But now you can get quite a picture of what this table looks like upside down. It's one massive table. Our joints all came out very good. It's all tongue and grooves and half laps, except for those, of course, that is Dominos, but the rest, it's all the half laps, tongue and grooves, mortars and tenons. So guys, to give you an update on the big table, this thing is from end to end, it's 4 meters long. The 2 legs, which is one end, and then one in the center, is 3.5 meters apart. They just fit in from there to there. We've put edge or extra edge onto the table to give it more thickness, and as well to give it much more reinforcement. Because we put very wide breadboard ends on this, in this case I think it's just over 250 millimeters, we had to reinforce it quite a lot. I'll try to show you the videos of how we've done that. But this table is now, the top side of it is now sanded to 120 grit. We still have to go to 180. The legs is sanded to a 120 grit, all routed, sanded. So it's basically now just assembly, and I can't wait to show you that. We've done everything is tongue and grooves, half laps, half laps, half laps. In the base there's a 100 millimeter brace that's going from leg to leg, and on top there's a 50 by 50 and a 50 by 50 that goes from one end to the other end, also to support the top. So this is basically, the legs is going to be like a torsion box, and it will be as strong as can be. I hope I can show you this table next week, but this is one of the biggest tables I've ever built. I love it. So guys, while we waited for the table legs to dry that we glued, we quickly finished, me and Koenraad, we finished the little prayer box. This side, that's for the pens. This side is for the A5 booklet, and we just put a little detail on, and then also the little slot where you put the little notes in. Lid with solid brass hinges, all made from mahogany. Now just some sanding, varnishing, and that will be done.